I was tossing hay into the back of my old truck when I noticed Karen, my new neighbor, standing near my fence with that same sour expression she always wore. She had moved in just 2 weeks ago, and ever since, she acted like she owned the entire block, even though we live on wide farmland, miles from any HOA nonsense. She yelled, "This isn't a farm, it's a public health disaster! I'm calling the police." I laughed it off at first, thinking she was just bluffing, but when she actually dialed 911 right in front of me, I knew things were about to get real. 10 minutes later, 2 squad cars pulled up. Karen, acting like the queen of the world, marched straight to the officers and shouted, "He's keeping animals in poor conditions, and he threatened me." I calmly walked over, wiping the sweat from my brow, and said, "Officers, may I show you something?" I reached into my back pocket and pulled out my badge. Detective Walker, County Police. The younger officer's eyes widened in recognition, and Karen's jaw dropped. "You're a cop?" she stammered. "Yes, ma'am," I replied, "and you've just made a false report." The officers immediately turned their attention to her, explaining how serious her actions were. But just as they began to write her a citation, her husband pulled up, clearly panicked, yelling, "Karen, what did you do? He's the guy who helped solve the mayor's kidnapping." Her face turned completely white. Turns out her husband knew exactly who I was, and had even thanked me years ago for helping recover stolen property from their old business. Karen went dead silent, got in the car, and they sped off. A few days later, a formal apology letter arrived in my mailbox, clearly written by her husband. Karen hasn't spoken a word to me since, but she does wave, awkwardly whenever I pass by. She thought she could scare me with the law. She didn't know I am the law. Now here's what I want to ask you. What would you do if someone called the cops on you without realizing you're the one in charge?